to Crash community. I love basketball. I've enjoyed it my whole life. I stopped playing it because I'm getting old. I'm fear of injuries. But when I was younger, I played basketball all the time. And it was, about 11 years old when I was introduced to basketball, and I was on the court constantly and just working on my game and trying to work my way into the game, playing with the older guys. And it was in those moments where I had friends that I played with, and there was this one friend who was the biggest trash talker. He was the guy who constantly would always challenge me and try to compete with me, and we got into a discussion about who would win a game of one-on-one. And we went on for 2 to 3 weeks. Even got our friends rallied in, and they making bets and the whole nine. And that day came where we played that game one-on-one, and I smoked him 11-1. And it was in that moment where I was thinking about him and all that he had talked about, everything that he had hyped up this game for 3 weeks, and then he got smoked. And so in my mind, I'm thinking, man, you talked a big talk, but you didn't walk the walk. And I was thinking about my spiritual life, and it was as if the Lord was reminding me the importance of not just talking the talk, but walking the walk. And so I want to go to scripture because I want to see what Jesus has to say about that. And in Luke 6, verse 46, he talks about building your life on a solid foundation. And how Jesus starts this off is he says, so why do you keep calling me Lord, Lord, when you don't do what I say? Guys, that right there is so challenging. It's so convicting. It is Jesus saying the importance of walking out his commands for your life are so important. He is calling us to be doers, not just talkers. And I look around and I see our society, and I see even in myself at times where I struggle to be a doer. I talk a big game. I'm out here, talking about the Lord, and I'm sharing with you right now and professing my faith. And man, then I'll walk outside of this garage and go to work, and something will pop up, and it'll be difficult for me to walk out my faith. So I want to encourage you guys and challenge you guys to understand that Jesus has called us to much more. It is not okay to just show up on Sunday. So guys, I want to challenge you guys to do an evaluation, see where you guys are, and remember that it's all about action. We look at his disciples that followed Jesus. They followed him, and they were learners and doers of his word, of everything he told them to do. And look at their life after Jesus left them. They lived on mission their entire life, and they lived out exactly what Jesus called them to do. And so I'm encouraged to do the same, and I want to encourage you guys to do the same. So guys, just as I said, being hearers and doers, not just talkers. Because Jesus goes on to say, after he says that in Luke 6:46, he goes on to talk about the two different builders. You got the first builder who builds their life on sand, which is the talker, who desires the things of this world, who puts their faith in the things of this world and the things people say and the opinions of human beings and all of these things that the list goes on and on. But the wise builder is the one that builds their foundation on the solid rock, which is Jesus. And the way we do that is by obeying his word, being doers, guys. So I want to encourage you with that. Think about that today.